All right. Hey, everyone. My project is called Cape Cod Horse, and it's a website which is an online community for Cape Cod horse people. Here's my elevator pitch. So, Cape Cod Horse is an online community where horse owners and professionals can network, plan events, find reviews of local services, and use an interactive map to find the most accessible trails for riding in the area. These individuals are currently using Facebook for many of these things, where the information they need can get lost in the shuffle. The goal of this site is to provide a separate space just for them. The inspiration for my project came from this Facebook group that I've been a member of for a few years called the Cape Cod, Massachusetts Equestrian Community Bulletin Board. It is an equestrian community page to post horses, tack, trailers, or other horse-related items for sale, horses for lease, and any upcoming equestrian events. There are currently 3,000 or so members in this group, a little under 3,000, and almost 70 of them are my Facebook friends. So I'm hoping that some of these people will want to try out my website and see if it will work for them. Okay, next we will do a website walkthrough. Hold on. And this is my landing page. It starts out with a scrolling slideshow of various images of horses around the Cape, obviously. Currently, it's all images that I've either taken or my friends have taken. I'll probably want to make this more open source and have people submit images for this slideshow. So it just scrolls through. If they scroll down, they'll see a little description right here, a little tagline. They'll see links to my social media, which I have set up. I haven't done much with them yet, but they are in existence. And then just the services we offer where they can click through and go to the various pages, or they can obviously use the navigation bar. Over here, we have the login, who's online, search the directory, and they can see what events are upcoming. So the next place they might go would be maybe to see where they might want to ride today on a trail. So they click Trail Finder. Here they can see little markers showing different trails. They're like mini versions of my logo. And they can click through and see those. And they could get directions, see the address, and see a description, which will hopefully be longer. That's just a placeholder and an image. Down here, there's a list as well of the different trails. I'll probably go ahead in the future and create individual pages for them as well so that people can leave comments and reviews. But as of right now, they can just click through and see the different trails that way as well. And then if they scroll down, it says, please log in or register, submit a trail to the map. So they could just go right up here, log in. I need to fix this button, but they'll just click there. Now they're logged in. And now they'll see a form to add a trail. So say they want to add, today they rode at Sandy Neck Beach and they really liked that. So they could just search for it. So Sandy Neck, I think it's the Sandy Neck Nature Trail is the right address. They could add a description. I'll probably prompt them to write things like how accessible was it for trailers? Did they see dogs off leashes? Things like that. And then they can choose a photo. This is just a photo I found on Google. Tick this box. I need to fix this button too. It tells them it's adding. And then it says your marker is pending approval. That's for me to go ahead and add it on the back end or approve it on the back end. But they can scroll in and see, oh, here's where my marker will be when it's approved. And it will look like this. I need to fix the formatting on that, but yep, they'll have their image, description, all that right there. All right, and then the next place they might go would be to see local services. So they can see like what businesses we have on the Cape. I've only added 2 so far, but I'm gonna be going through and adding more. If they are logged in, they can click create a listing. I'll show you what it looks like if they are logged out. So they go back over here, create a listing. Oh, you need to be logged in to create a listing. So they'll just log in. and then they can go ahead and create their listing. If they're a business owner, they have a store, they're a trainer, a farrier, anything like that. So yeah, they can do that. And then the next thing I offer are events. So here's a list of upcoming events on the Cape, of which there are none currently, but I did a test horse show. They can click on that to get the info. They can share it. They can see when it is. There's an image, they can add it to their Google Calendar, they can add a comment, all that. And then the last thing I have on my site is a forum where people can talk about what's happening on Cape Cod, horse care, around the farm, so pasture and property management, things like that, trails. And then here, if they have anything for sale or they're looking for anything, they could post it here. So just a place for people to stay connected. Yeah. And then over here on my sidebar, I have the login where they can navigate to their profile. They can edit their account, all that. I have who's online. I have search the directory. So the idea also behind my website is, say someone's new to the area, they're looking for somewhere to ride, or they're looking to sign their child up for lessons. They could just type in a keyword like lessons, hit search, and probably make this smaller, but if they scroll down, they'll see the results. Oh, Alliance Equestrian Center offers lessons. I can go ahead and give them a call. Their phone number's right there. I can visit their website. I can find them on Facebook, and everything's right there for me to go ahead and contact them. So have that. And yeah, that's pretty much where my website is at right now. So I'm gonna just go ahead and go back over to the PowerPoint and talk about the technologies I used on my site. So I used Balsamic to do mockups. I used DreamHost for hosting and for my SSL certificate so that I have the secure, my website secure. Obviously used WordPress, I used FileZilla a little bit, Photoshop for my logo, and to make like my map marker, just anything like that. And for image sizing, Lightroom for image organization. I'll probably obviously continue using these. Color Font is a color picking Chrome extension. So you have this open on Chrome. So if I use like a certain blue on my website and I want to be able to remember that if I'm going to use it somewhere else, it's super easy to just have this instead of like have it in a separate document. You can copy the hex and everything and it's all right there. Google Maps obviously is a big part of my website. Google APIs, I needed an API key. My Canon camera. Stripe is my payment processor for my store, which I don't have live right now, probably not for the first round of testing, but probably in the future. And then Page Speed Insights to just see how fast my website is. And then obviously I used a bunch of plugins with WordPress. Elementor is a page building plugin. Ultimate Member is for my memberships. This is WP Auto Terms for my privacy policy page. WP4O for the community, forum. WP Maps, so I use Google Maps and then the WordPress plugin for Google Maps. WP Fastest Cache for clearing the cache. WooCommerce and Printful for my store, and the Modern Events Calendar for my events. All right, so my feedback form can be found at www.capecodhorse.com/capstone so that you guys can let me know what you think. Thanks.